Habari za mchana from Nilalila, Bujumbura. So it is 1 p.m. and I'm super hungry. Here in Burundi, we have to grab any local dish where locals eat and see from what we're gonna have. I need to cross the main road like that. Super quick farming. So you have to pay, you get your receipt like this from, and the food has been sent this side. The ones around. So you can see our food here. We got rice, beans plus matore. We'll be trying the dish from here. Kiingereza wafahamu? Francais? Okay. So we'll be trying our dish right now. You can see here we got rice and avocado. So let me try here and see how delicious it looks like. But also something extra has been added, which is this little cabbage here. You see it? My experience about this dish which I just had, which was rice with beans and a little bit about spinach, but also avocado added a little bit, is just gives me the similarity between Burundi and Tanzania, because the rice was cooked using mawese oil, which is extracted from machkichi. We call them machkichi. I don't know its English name, but so the cooking was that way. So whenever I was just eating, I had that taste of mawese oil, which is a natural, not natural oil, the oil extracted locally from here in Burundi. Also, whenever majority of the places which we passed when we were crossing the border from Kigoma to Burundi, Bujumbura, there is a place known as a lot of Manyof border. But there are a lot of places here. Whenever you pass just along the Lake Victoria, you'll find those trees which are for mawese tree, which they produce those fruits. Those fruits are used whenever extraction, grinded, I don't know, processed and other things locally, but also can go maybe industrially to release that mawese oil, which is the oil found here in Burundi as well as in Kigoma, Tanzania, locally made and produced. So, but to talk generally a little bit about the food, also the other day I had also another meal which also I had was during the night, and I found majority of people from Burundi also they live that life. Also I had to try their life, to live their life during that night. So during that night I had some chapati with beans, and you just eat like that with the drinking water. You can have a drink if it's soda, or you might choose just to drink with natural water. So that was also another kind of food, and I've seen I went to some of the restaurant and I found a lot of people also from here, locals, are also eating that during the night, so as a dinner. So I had to try and see how I could survive that day, but it was also a nice experience. But this one which we had now, this one is the dinner, so this one is the lunch. So we are trying, because also this place here is whereby locals eat. And one quick tip for those who are wishing to travel to Africa, or those who are traveling within Africa, is if you want to get the real local price, you might need to go, or you might need to ask locals, or those who does business that doesn't earn much, to go to higher restaurant, higher pricing restaurant. So you can ask, such as taxi driver, they know those places which are super cheap taxi drivers. You can ask Uber, you can ask those Uber driver, you can ask those like here in Burundi, Bujumbura, you can ask people who drives motorcycles, or you might ask also those who drives Kinga are bicycles, but over here are used as a public transport, but they don't enter into the center of the city. Like here where we are at Bujumbura, they can take you from Nila like here, but they won't take you direct into the center of Ville, at the center whereby business is going on. So over there only Haisi can just take you. So that was also another cool experience to have about the life here in Bujumbura. But Bujumbura is just like another place. The series are just amazing. Yeah, to the town, like you can see a lot of beautiful roads, beautiful houses, as well as there are places where rich people hide. So richest neighborhood also are just available. So you're so welcome to Burundi and come to explore. But one little quick notes: whenever you'll be traveling to Burundi or Bujumbura like here, you might face one big challenge, which is about the language barrier. On the language barrier over here, like majority of people speaks French, because Burundi was a French colony, so they speak French, but also they speak their own language, which is Burundi, Kirundi we call it. Some of them can speak Swahili, so you can go to majority of places also where people like Ruenzi, somewhere like there, people also speak Swahili as normal, just as you are in Tanzania, in mosques, in shops, in streets. But whenever you go to some places, you might find people who speak Swahili are less. So it depends to how the interaction was and where majority of people who speak Swahili are located. So that's another thing. So whenever you come over, and English also, might find few people also speaks English. So for you, if you just know English, I would advise you to go to some places that are more modern restaurant, to have that access to communication, so that you can get the exact quality service which you are looking at. But if you don't mind, if you have a local guide who can guide you to eat where locals also eat, you have the access to save cost, but also enjoy and explore the local dishes from here, from Burundi. Yeah, so that was all about which I wanted to share about with you guys. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'm still your boy. If you want to support the channel, you can support on Patreon or somewhere else. These are Groundnuts. Karanga also zinauzwa mtaani hapa Bujumbura. So you can get 500 hizi, si ndio? 500 na hii 200, 200. So from 500, 300, 100.
mnamishia hapa mnatengeneza. Eh?